You're listening to the Law of Attraction Radio Network.
Are you tired of the I can't mindset? The I'm not good enough mindset? Do you feel like your negative thoughts control your life? Well, you came to the right place, because in the next 30 minutes, you will learn how to break free from the limiting mindset of anxiety, fear, victimization, depression, trauma, and self-hatred by reprogramming your subconscious mind. It's time to master your mind with Dr. Erika.
Hello, good people, and welcome to Master Your Mind with Dr. Erika. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is a good day, I have to say. Before we take a deep breath, didn't start off so good, but it's good because now we're just going to take a deep breath and we're going to center ourselves. So let's just take a deep breath. And just feel your diaphragm, just fill your lungs up, hold it and release. Slowly, eliminating the tension, the stress, the angst, the worry, whatever your body's holding, whatever your mind is holding. One more deep breath. Yes, just release it. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I tell you, I took my CBD before we went on air, 500 milligram hempranium tincture, and I feel so at peace. Other than talking with Dr. Nancy Wiley, just feeling at peace. Okay. I want to just share. I'm excited to share that I have self-published my first book. It's called Mindset Hacks, and I'm so proud of myself because this was a personal goal of mine to really bring simple, easy techniques because I've been practicing for 25 years and I wanted something that was short and simple and easy that if you were to practice every day and make a choice to do a small, simple practice, that you could change your life, that you could lift those symptoms of anxiety, those symptoms of depression, shift your mindset, and really reduce your stress. And so I call to action, go out, get the book Mindset Hacks on Amazon. I'm also doing RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, and it's phenomenal, really targeting at the subconscious level those core beliefs and how they were formed in childhood, early experiences, and how they can still impact you today. And that's the transformation and the change that's really necessary to begin to live in your peace, in your freedom. And that's what Dr. Nancy Wiley and I were talking about earlier, is really how to live in that divine trust. And so I'm so excited to have her back for part two. But before that, I would just want to say go to my website, Healthy Minds, MINDS.expert. And connect with me. I love when you send me emails. I love when you let me know that you like the messaging and the program that I provide. It just inspires me and makes me want to continue to give you the best, to support your mental health, to support your well-being. And so without further ado, I've got Dr. Nancy Wiley back for part two. Her book is Divine Trust. These are practical guides to end suffering and find your way back home. Simple methods, and she's going to demonstrate some of those today. And so, how do you stop trying to control everything and surrender into or embody divine trust? That's where this book, Divine Trust, comes into play. Dr. Nancy gives some simple strategies that enable you to embrace your divine trust and to be receptive to the messages that are yours to hear in this open state. See, Dr. Nancy has lived in the state for many years, but the urgency of sharing this message accelerated for her in February of 2018. She is a highly respected orthodontist in Florida, and the shocking loss from the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Parkland, including one of her patients and others close to her and in the community, made her realize that in the depth of their grief, a divine trust could help her community ease their pain and suffering. Acceptance and surrender to divine trust, even in the face of something seemingly horrific, can provide greater or even profound peace. And it's an accelerated path to the end of suffering or to freedom. So, welcome back, Dr. Nancy, for part two. And thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Dr. Erika. And I love the mind hacks. I'm going to go get it as soon as we get off here. But yes, I think what we're doing, what we're bringing with our scientific background to the community right now is so profound and so necessary. And I feel like it's almost like on a train. It's like you can't stop it. It's chugging along, and this light we're bringing to the planet and acknowledgement of we're more than bodies, and how do we manage ourselves? How do we get to a point where we're living our best lives, where we're not suffering, or we're not in a constant state of anxiety and pain? How do we get there? And that is what we're all about. Okay. And we shared some things before we got on the air today. So I don't know if you want to just take it away with that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. When we started our conversation, I was telling her, I usually start my day with meditation. And this morning, my son comes in. I've got three children. My daughter's here from college, and I have a senior graduating, and I have a son going in high school. And so we kind of started off with all the things that we need to do to get these kids ready and back to school. And it was an overwhelming feeling, okay, to say the least. And I told Dr. Nancy, I said, Dr. Nancy, I needed to take my CBD. I need my meditation. And she did a very quick, just breathing, centering, allowing that divine trust, that consciousness in. And I just felt peace. And
Mm.
I was also telling her that, I get messages from some of my patients and how they're going through things and they're stressed. And it's like, really, that strategy, what is that technique? What is that simple practice that can bring us back to the remembering and back to the choice of allowing that divine trust? And so, speak to that.
I just love this because we don't do this. Okay, but here's what we're gonna do. We're going to breathe and close our eyes. Hopefully, like, I'm a mom too. I have a special needs daughter who's 23, and boy, does she push the buttons. And same thing, like getting her out the door. I have to tell her we're leaving an hour ahead of time because it's always something. Same here, and every mom I think can relate to a morning like this that you're talking about, where you get up, you're in a rush, you don't have time to do your practice, you have to get, hit the ground running, right?
Yep.
So, and then we forget, and then we're like, okay, the whole day is going to be bad. No, here's what you do. You just breathe. Let's all try to do it, okay? Let's not try. I don't like that word try because that also is a resistant word. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to breathe. We're going to come into the present moment. Those deep breaths that you just did, Dr. Erika, so profound. So breathe. Come into this glorious present moment. And now that you're back in the present moment, you're going to say whatever it is, what's ever causing you to rush or be anxious. It's okay. I accept it. Welcome that feeling in and breathe into it and welcome it. Let it be okay, just the way it is. And keep breathing into it. You can give it like a descriptive sensation. Like, where's that anxiety in your body? Is it in your stomach? How big is it? What's the texture of it? Is it sticky or murky or thick? Is it dark? Is it gray? Is it black? And breathe into it. Let it be fine. Welcome it. It's all okay. Breathe into it. Welcome it. Look at it. Thank it for what it's teaching you. And now try to describe it. Mine's full of light and air and bright white light. Mine is right now. But it feels light. It's dissolving. Keep welcoming it. Keep breathing. And let everything be okay just as it is. And you can feel everything become lighter. I mean, I feel it for everyone and everything. And when we do this, we do it not only for ourselves, we do it for our loved ones, our close ones, but even more importantly, we do it for the whole world, for the whole planet. Just this simple shifting is a gift we're giving, not only ourselves, but everything and all things. Yeah. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, and I feel better.
I do. It's so peaceful. I feel so at peace. And I think what happens is all of the things that are on our to-do list, or all of the things that we worry about, or all of the things that seem so demanding and pressured in our physical, in our daily lives, just kind of melt away, just dissipate. It becomes less important once you get centered.
Yes, absolutely. And I know we weren't talking about this in the opening, but there's two ways to show up in this world, and it is a choice. And we're in our mind, we're 98% of us, and we're taught to be in our mind, to judge, to find what's lacking, missing, and wrong, to analyze, to label, to actually categorize, and that is, we're looking in the past, we're using our past thoughts and memories and projecting them onto the future. But guess when we're not in the present moment, we're not in the now. So those are the two ways of being. And I'm feeling strong sensations that this new way and operating from our consciousness, it's not new, it's actually ancient, sacred knowledge, but it's being ushered in. I don't know, I've heard that there's more people looking to do yoga, meditation, and mindfulness now than ever before on the planet, because we're looking for that relief, that peace, that new way of operating. I think anyone who's born now on the planet is here to do specific work to usher us into this new way of being. So that's what you're here, doing. It's what I'm doing. And yes, we all fall back into those mornings where we wake up with our, hitting the ground running, but just simple. what you do is make a choice to just breathe and let everything be okay. When you say everything's okay just as it is, and you come into that glorious present moment, it just heals. It heals you. It sets you into a much better frame of mind. And there's no need in this state, there's no need for labels. You see what's unifying, what's beautiful, what's common between all of us. It's acceptance. It's acceptance and even celebration of our differences, relishing in that and loving that. And it's just a celebration. And who doesn't want that right now? I mean, the way our country is with the division, and just switch, celebrating the differences, relishing in that, enjoying it, loving it, embracing it. Oh my God. I know we didn't talk about that, but that is something like so powerful. When you meditate and you come into that present moment, it unravels the DNA. Greg Braden talks about the unraveling of the DNA when you meditate. And you had asked me on that part one about what's the reward, what keeps bringing you back to meditation, why do you persist? And the hallowed ground of what you read in books, like my book, my go-to, I'm reading it for the fourth or fifth time, is Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, about expanded sainthood in all these Indian holy people who have meditated their whole life, and they can astral project their body, they can levitate, they can manifest jewels out of thin air, they can heal, they can anti-age. I mean, you name it, they can do it. So that is mental candy. But it's when you're in this state and I can't tell you, Dr. Erika, how much I just cry tears of utter bliss and joy when I'm in this state. And you had asked me, do you see things? Is it an inner vision? And I had to say, well, what is it? So when you go into meditation, the way I meditate, you're actually almost shutting down your human senses. So your outer senses, your human senses, your eyes, your smell, your touch, your taste, your hearing is quieted, and you open your inner sight, your inner seeing, hearing, feeling, experiencing, and knowing. And that touches you so deep inside that you feel you've come home, and you feel so completely perfect and beautiful. No matter what imperfections you have, they're actually shown to you as gifts and perfectly imperfect. And I mean, everything is acceptable, everything is honored and cherished and beautiful. Even the seemingly to the outer senses horrific things, you can see their perfection of why they happen. But you're seeing them not from a human perspective. Like if I told the parents of these children who were murdered this, I don't know if they would be open to it. I don't know if I could even tell them this. But when I'm in this state, I'm shown that all things are perfect, even a horrific thing like that. And that has to happen to cause the pain and suffering, to ask us to change, to get us to change, to get us to move to this different state. In this state, no one would ever murder anyone else. They would never even think about it. It would be taken out of our society. It would just not be a possibility in this beautiful state where everything is hallowed and perfect. And even the imperfections are celebrated. So that's why I keep going back. Did that answer your question? It's the
Yeah, going
inner.
back to the, right, it's the inner awareness. Um, how long, and again, going back to the deep breathing and taking the breaths and really allowing and opening, right, to something other than what your physical experience and your physical senses tell you.
Hmm.
Um, how long do you stay in this state? And what is the what techniques or what um, focus
Hmm.
do you bring to your meditation that
Mm.
helps support the peace?
Oh, okay. So this is really paramount, and it does make a difference. When you go into meditation, if you set the intention, I'm going to go into my meditation with the openness and gentleness and warmth and acceptance, just kind of what we just did. But that's how you start your meditation, with that. Like, I am greeting the divine with many of its innate characteristics. So once you know it and you see it and you commune with it, you can say that. Your view, I couldn't say that until I experienced it myself. I listened to my teacher, my guide, and she gave me cues. And as I did it, I'm like, damn, that really works. That makes a difference. That's the shit that really pushes you over the edge. And there's many different subtle things you can do, but just entering in with gentleness and kindness and warmth, if I dare say love, because it actually, the energy that hosts us is a benevolence. It's alive. It sees us, it knows us, it's in between all the space and in all the things that are concrete and seemingly solid. It's in that, and it's in the space in between, it's in the silence, it's in these words, it's in everything. And I ask it when I wake up in the morning. I do not get out of bed unless I do self love and feel the expansion and then surrender to source. I let it be my eyes. I let it be my thoughts. I let it be my words flowing out. And then I go down each of my chakras and then my whole torso and then my hands. And I can feel the hands touching, reaching out in love. And then I can feel the feet hitting the earth, both legs, and walking out. And then I'm the vehicle for this. So I've surrendered to this energy. I am the vehicle. And if it says stay in your house today and do just this interview with Dr. Erika, I will. If it says go out, do this. So, it does, and it's moved me. I'm starting a course for the Parkland kids on September 1st. So it moved me out on Tuesday. I went out and I put out flyers for the course. I went to my old practice and had them take the flyers and sign books for them, and went to a center just for people suffering from the anxiety of the aftermath of the shooting, and gave them books and them flyers. And but I was moved, I was inspired to do that day. So that's when I act. If I'm not inspired, I don't do anything. And sometimes it's okay, and that's the whole thing. Sometimes we're going to have a day where we're not supposed to do anything. We're supposed to just be, or take care of our house or our children. Fine, it's perfect, and you just let it be. But when you're inspired to do a show, like, oh my goodness, this inspiration you had for this show, the beauty, the changes, it's reverberating out into the world, it's just glorious. And that is like something to really, really let flow out. I know this is like going down a different road than we talked about, but I think it's
No, I
exquisite.
love it. I love it. So, you were talking about how when you were learning the meditation and your mentor was kind of cueing you on ways to tap into that or be open to that. Are there any strategies or cues that you would give to to the listeners to really let them know that, yes, keep going. Yes, that's natural. Just be.
So when I first, I've been meditating for years and years, but I found my specific teacher. I'm just going to say her name. She's so fantastic. Her name is Jetta Molly. She's out of the UK, and boy, what a light on this planet. And she would start out with, teaching us into the present moment, and what you see, you're first going to experience glimpses, and it would just be like a snippet. And I would think, because me coming from my scientific mind, and I had not, even though I meditated, I really had no good experiences that kept me going. I don't even know why I kept at it. But I found her. And then almost from the first day I meditated with her, saw snippets. And if you just think it's your imagination and you think you're making it up, right? That's how it starts at first. I'm not sure if I saw it. Maybe I did. Maybe I felt peaceful. I felt rested. But then I did feel a snippet, and that's what it is. It's just a little bit of awakening, a little bit by little bit. And then the snippets get longer and longer. And I would tell her, I think I see it, I think I get it, but I try to grab it and hold on to it. And she goes, oh, and she's quoted something by Blake, a poem. When you hold on to it, it actually flies away. So just relax. Don't try. Just allow. The more you can allow, it's a process of allowing. And the more you try, the further it goes, because your trying is in your mind. It's a resistance, right? But when you relax and allow, what I just did with you at the beginning, and just say, okay, that's the opening. Just allow. And then these sensations are so subtle at first that you're like, you discount them. But no, that's the beauty. And once you see it, when you start to open your inner senses and sensations, you say, oh my God, that was there all along. But you know what? In the mind, we were taught to push them down and ignore them and just power through. And you're a doctor. If you have a degree in front of your name, you power through. If you're a parent and you're trying to get 3 kids, settled, you're powering through. But it's when you just allow and relax. I mean, it's easier said than done.
I love it. No, I love the message is just basically when you're present with yourself,
Mm,
when you close your eyes, when you just breathe. That's it. You don't have to make anything happen. You don't have to be anything or do anything. Just being
yes.
is enough.
Oh my God.
Just being is sufficient. Just
Oh,
being is the essence of
yes.
that divine
It's so
trust.
simple, and yet the doer is in here. I'm a doer. I'm a recovering perfectionist, right? Which is all about um, lack of worthiness, which I love, and your mindset hacks and limiting beliefs. Even when I was working with Jetta, especially when I was working with Jetta, I would get all these things out in the open, but I was like, I know there's some limiting beliefs in there, and I don't know what they are. I don't know how to get to them and how to root them out, right? So it's it's in the mind, right? I'm trying to get rid of my limiting beliefs. I know they're there. When you stop and you allow them and let them be okay and be just with them. I did do processes though. I did Shelley Lefkoe's limiting beliefs. And it sounds very similar. I'm gonna get your book because I just love that. The more you work through your limiting beliefs, usually laid down when we're children, or maybe perhaps past lives. I don't know. I'm open to understanding that that's a possibility, but to just process through them, let them be okay, acknowledge them, and then dissolve them, it just lightens you to a whole new level. And I think
Yeah.
that's also something so, so needed and powerful. So that
Yeah.
sounds fantastic.
Well, our time is run out, Dr. Nancy. Can you tell my listeners where they can get the book and where
Oh,
they can
yeah.
connect with you?
Yes, they can get the book on Amazon. It's available in Kindle, Audible, and paperback. Also, for your foreign listeners, it's available on in the Audible format on Findaway Voices. And I can show you the book, which I love. This just the cover was in my
I love it. I
there you
love it.
go.
Yay.
And they can go to my site, trustthedivine.com, if they want to work with me or take some of my master classes and understand why everything happens to you and to the world and what's going on right now.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. It is always a pleasure to be in your presence and just you've lifted me today and I needed that. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Erika. You lifted me too, so it goes both ways. Thank you to all your listeners too.
Thanks for listening to Master Your Mind with Dr. Erika. We will be back next with another terrific episode that will allow you to master your mind. Please visit hemphappier.com for more information about Dr. Erika and CBD oil. See you next week.